All right, friends, part two of the podcast. This will be a shorter one just to wrap up. So, residual plots. The reason we have a residual plot is to give us a visual look at whether I have normally distributed data. Okay, the correlation could be high. For example, if these points were very close to the line, I might have a high correlation, but I still have a banana shape. So even though the correlation is high, it's not really normally distributed. So these give me a visual to help me assess normality. That's what I'm looking for. Last thing that we're going to hit in 3-2 is this idea of the coefficient of determination. Now look, here's more manatee data, as if we hadn't seen enough. And we knew the correlation right here is R. We got that. All right. But we also have an R squared. So what this tells me is, and the sentence you have to remember that will be on the AP exam and on this homework you're going to have, is the coefficient of determination tells me the percent of variation in Y that is explained by X. Okay, so what you have to do is be able to say it in context. So in terms of my manatees, 89% of the variation in manatees killed by boats is explained by the number of boat registrations in that year. So for any problem, you're going to have to be able to apply that definition. And in one of the homework problems, they actually put it out there like what percent of the variation in blah, blah, blah is explained by this other thing. Well, I'm looking for R squared. So you have to make the connection between what the coefficient of determination is, R squared that comes out on your calculator, and this sentence about the variation in the value in Y explained by X. All right. So that's it. You got a list of problems to do for homework, and have a good weekend.